states, 7 towns. That was my childhood. I've lived in really big cities, and I've lived in really small towns like Pendleton. I've lived in really diverse places, and I've lived in very similar places. And the thing is, having been experienced to all these different cultures, and I know what's going out for me. I know where to go to get what I want. And what I want is California. I know that because I've been there. It makes sense. But unfortunately, there are a lot of young people who have no clue what I'm talking about because they've never actually left their hometown. All they know is their, what they've seen. So for a lot of you who've never been out of Pendleton, that's all you know. And I'm here to persuade you basically, leave your hometown. You see, young people have an aversion to risk, saying where they know they can't fail. John Delavort, Harvard's Institute of Politics director, said, "I spoke with a kid from Columbus, Ohio, who dreamed of being a high school teacher. When he found out he'd have to move to Arizona or the Sun Belt, he took a job in the Columbus tire factory." Isn't that the saddest story you've ever heard? That this kid didn't want to take his dream job because, I have to buy a plane ticket. I gotta go find an apartment. You can't follow your dreams because you're so scared of possibly having to go out of your comfort zone. That's really sad to me. The Atlantic, in an article called Generation Stuck, which, of course, stuck where you're born, basically, says that children raised during recessions take fewer risks with jobs. Which, that kid from Columbus, Ohio, he proved that statistic. Additionally, the internet is changing us. Kids are spending more time on the internet instead of going out and experiencing life. In a study of 15 countries, the University of Michigan Transport Research Institute says that young people who spend more time on the internet tend to delay getting their driver's license. Embarrassing fact, I don't have my driver's license for more than the fact that I'm on the internet. I spend probably about a good 5 hours on the internet. I blog and I use Facebook and Twitter and all those other, social medias. And I'm sure in the time that I'm there chatting to my friends, I probably could be out actually on the road. But I'm not. And that's kind of living proof for a lot of you, I'm sure, who don't have your licenses also, that we're stuck where we are because we don't want to get on our cars. We want to get on our laptops. Finally, the economy downturn has led to more young people living at home, providing higher living costs. The Atlantic Generation Stuck article says, wages for the young are falling, student debt is rising, and 20-somethings are twice as likely to be unemployed as the rest of the country. A lot of us right now are employed by fast food chains or simple jobs like that because we don't have the credentials or basically the macho-ness to get a better job that actually requires more money. And then the awful part about it is when we are 20-somethings, we're going to lose our jobs to younger people who have less standards than we do. The Pew Research Center study showed that the number of young adults living at home doubled between 1980 and 2008. As you can see right here, from 1984 to 2011, 1984, there are about 4,000 people who are living at home between the ages of 25 and 34. In 2011, 6,000. Come on, guys. Doesn't that seem a little ridiculous? When you're 34, shouldn't you be living on your own? Paolo Giuliano, a UCL economist, said, young people raised during recessions end up less entrepreneurial and less willing to leave home because they believe that luck counts more than effort. I'm going to tell you now, it doesn't. The effort that you put in pays off. Giuliano's research also showed that a bad economy can boost a person's belief in luck 20%. It's not that hard to put effort in, even if it's just getting up in the morning and checking the paper for the new job listings. It's not hard. As all these factors lead up to the younger generation staying in their hometowns, here's how a younger generation can expand their wings. Because who wants to be a bad Matthew McConaughey movie? Which, come on, who wants to be a bad rom-com? Attending a university or school out of state, or at least out of the region, can move a student out of their comfort zone and give them a taste of what's to come, but only temporarily. The Change blog, which is written by a guy who actually moved from Australia to Vancouver a few years ago and has had lots of experience moving around in his young childhood, says that going away for a short period of time can actually help you leave the influence of your friends and family. You might not agree with your parents about everything. Your parents might be really strictly religious while you are, atheist or something. I don't know. A great way to discover yourself is just to leave for university, which even just going to LeGrand, which is, 45 minutes away, great way to get away from your family and find yourself. Because Because you can learn what you like and you don't like. I would never know that I like big cities unless I lived in one. Right now, a lot of you maybe don't know what you like because all you know is Pendleton. Move away, short time, little area, go to Portland, go to Seattle, find what you like. A more drastic measure of leaving is traveling abroad. Traveling abroad is a great way to experience different cultures and learn things about yourself and become more independent. It's a much bigger deal than going to university, and it's actually a lot more expensive. But it has the same effects as leaving because you kind of discover yourself. The Change blog says that it's a great way to practice different cultures, learn other things. I think everyone who went to Europe with me this summer, which this is me in front of the Notre Dame d'Amiens, which is a really cool place. It's really pretty. I learned more about myself this summer. I learned that I can be independent. I've grown up with my parents, and I've been very spoiled by them. I learned that I can actually go into a restaurant, and I can order my own meal, and I can walk around, and I don't have to be worried because I can be my own person, which if I hadn't gone internationally, I just don't know if I'd still feel that way. And it's a really nice feeling. However, for people who don't have the resources to go out of state or even internationally, utilize the programs and conferences your school offers for extracurricular activities. Trips like the Flip Trip or the Portland State Writing Festival, which are in Eugene and Portland respectively, are great ways to experience this. You can not only follow your passion, but they're also kind of cheap. I think the Flip Trip's only $30, $40. It's really cheap actually for, and they have scholarships, so if you can't afford that, you can try. Also for leadership, if you're like me, last weekend I went to Seattle for a leadership conference where I met people who were a lot like me in high school, who've done a lot of the same programs as me, and I made new friends, and I kind of learned more about myself through meeting people who were similar to myself. And for the future, when we have kids and jobs and dogs, by moving to head office of your company, or cats, depending on your preference, by moving to your head office of your company, you can actually progress your career, which means salary increase and gain culture. In conclusion, by moving or traveling away from one's hometown, young people will get on with their adult lives and flourish. You'll get better. So ask yourself this. Do you want to live in your parents' basement because you're afraid you might not have the credentials to get a job somewhere else? Or do you want to take a risk of moving somewhere else and end up a better individual? As One Direction once said, live while we're young and move out of your hometown.
Okay, questions for Peggy?
Yes, that's me.
What's your favorite place that you lived, and why is it your favorite place?
I lived in a small town called Pendleton, California, which is about an hour from LA. And it's my favorite because I've always been a California girl, and it's just really beautiful. And while I lived there, I met people who really took care of me. I felt really taken care of, and like people wanted to help me succeed in life. So I really enjoyed there, and it's so gorgeous. Yes.
Where's the scariest you've ever lived?
Like scariest place?
Yeah.
Oh, just shut up, like, scariest place, I was pretty scared when I moved here, actually. I lived in a small town before here. I'm going to compete with you. And it was really small, and this place is about 7 times the size of it, which I know you guys think this is small. My entire school was about the size, about half of the student class. So it was very, very small, so it was pretty scary. Any other questions?
What place did you hate the most?
I don't think I've hated any place I've lived. I think they've all been really different. I really hated living in the Rocky Mountains because it was cold all the time, and I lived in California for the first 11 years of my life. But and like here, I don't like it here because it's too dry for me. I like vegetation. But they've all been great.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.